Hello everyone, my name is Ben85 and welcome back to another episode of Surviving Minecraft. What do you guys think of my little bee bunker, if you will? That's right guys, I am doing bees, and I am doing trees, and we are starting it today. So yeah, this area here was all this quarried stone from Railcraft. I started digging it out because I saw it up above here and didn't realize how big this deposit was, and well, it was big. So I decided to set up a little biogenerator here, a couple mechanism tools, and then our 3 forestry things here. Oh, I just realized it shows water on here. Well, that's cool, because we needed some water. So we got the carpenter, we got the centrifuge, and we got the squeezer. And forestry machines have a tendency of drawing power when they're not being used, so I have a cutoff here where I just flip the lever and it powers those guys. And my first applied energistics machine, the grindstone, manual labor. Alright, so what are we going to do starting out with? We got to build something first. We have to build what are known as bee houses. And I needed some combs for that. I got the apiaries running. But we're looking at these guys. I just realized I don't have anywhere near. Yeah, I need some more wood here. Huh. No, what do I have here? Oh, the problem's gonna be is that I have different wood here. So we need 6. Let's put the combs back in. So you might be asking, since we have apiaries already, why are we looking at bee houses? Because bee houses are actually basically like a tier 1 machine, or tier 1 bee structure. Well, for a couple of different reasons. See, our apiaries are sitting over here, and you can see the rock. I have rocky bees in here. They work at night, and so they're the only ones that are out right now. We're gonna set these guys here. The reason we're looking at them is, for one, they're cheap. They're easy to make. I don't have the resources to make the apiaries right now, because you have to make them in the carpenter, and you need seed oil, and I don't have seed oil. Secondly, they don't cause mutations, so I can put bees in over and over, and I don't have to worry about them changing. Which, something interesting here, these two started out with just a forestry princess and a forestry drone, but they must have had the marshy trait as an inactive trait, because they actually changed over. And this one actually changed. See, I got meadows, or not forest, meadows. See, I have a marshy drone that came out of this last pairing, and then a cultivated princess, which is a cross of a couple. So somehow I got a cultivated. That's interesting. See, it just started out like this, meadows with a meadows drone. And so that ended up happening. So I don't have to worry about that, because that happened because I don't know what their traits are, because I don't have the analyzer yet, which we will have to build. The other reason, if you look at my large stock of bees, other than these 2 drones, those are everything that I picked up out of the world. But drones are on the bottom here. Drones for this trait don't matter. But if you look, these down the middle say pristine stock. And these guys up here say ignoble. The difference is ignoble stock has a certain lifespan. At some point, the princess will die off. Like, the queen will die, and instead of producing a princess and drones, it'll just produce drones, and so that line will be done. But a bee house will not kill off ignobles. So you can use it to pump out a bunch of drones that you want to use for breeding purposes before you start putting them into apiaries and killing them off, basically. Whereas pristine will never die. Like, the line will always continue. I have 1 tropical. Nice. I forgot I did. Oh yeah. So to start things off, what do we want in there? I want to put some ignoble stuff in there. To make it simple, I think I'm just gonna put in 4 of those gals, and then I need 4 drones. Plus, you also don't need what are they called? Frames. So I'll put in 1 set here. Oh, I only want 1 in there. Forgot I had them stacked. So you see it goes up, and you get the queen, and this is her life bar. So when this goes down to the bottom, she will die. A princess and probably 2 drones because they're meadows. We'll go over there. So do the same thing here. Same thing here. Same thing here. The other reason, because there's no mutations, these are probably going to complain. Haven't yet. Yep, this one does. No flowers, which is understandable. They like to have their flowers, so to put some flowers around. Come on, you have flowers. You should be happy. There we go. This one says it has flowers. This one says it does not, which is definitely true. There we go. So they should all be happy. And I have an extra red flower, so that'll go down there. Yep, okay. So they're all working. You can see the little things, the little particles, the bee particles going up. So now we got to put some trees in. And I'm doing an alternating pattern because what our first cross that we're going to need to do is just a simple oak with a birch sapling. So your basic trees. So you see there's going to be an oak and a birch next to each other as we go all the way around here. And then I have some bone meal. Why is this not working? You're telling me that I can't I've always sunk them in like this though. I've got a lot of bone meal, so a lot of bones. Ooh. I decided to make more of a pattern, a little bit of a path here. What else did I do down here? What you guys might be interested in. I started digging this out. I put a couple chests. This is going to be my storage room in here. So that means a system will be going in there. I started doing something. I started working on the water system here. So I have my water tank and I have pipes and stuff running down. I don't have anything set up down there yet. And I have some ender pearls now. I think I'm going to put in some open blocks elevators here because then I don't have to worry about going up and down ladders anymore. Let's take half a stack of bones. And we'll use our grindstone over there quick. Yeah, I'm getting tired of going up and down this ladder. The elevator is pretty nifty, actually. Now, I've put those in before like that. 1 block in. I didn't do the pattern that I have in there. But yes, this is manual labor. So I just keep right-clicking and right-clicking and right-clicking. Why am I doing it this way? Because I get 6 bone meal per bone instead of 3. And normally I would do it with like a mechanism machine, but apparently mechanism does not support grinding down bones. I have no idea why, but it doesn't. And the only thing is that little crank on top can break if you do it too many times without anything in it. So maybe if I step back a little bit. Well, this is odd. So what if I just decide to break the sapling, put the block up, and now bone meal it. Okay, so maybe it needs to be up one. Okay, well that's not necessarily a problem. I may have to drop it back in. Now I need dirt. When I do some of the bigger trees, you guys didn't see that. I didn't go and break the landscape. Oak sapling here. I have a tree in my face. Need my sapling. There we go. Ooh, tall one. Oh no, I did not want it there. Yeah, I was thinking ahead, thinking that, you know, if I drop it in now, when I do some of the, because I'm going to have to use jungle trees at some point. Do I have enough for this tree? 3 bone meal. Perfect. Perfect amount. Yeah, I like this. This will work just fine for breeding. So now we need to let the bees do their thing. Well, it's going to take a little while. But like I said, we need to do something. I want to know what the genetics are of those bees. And see, their life's going down. And I can't do that unless I have a beealyzer. So we're going to have to turn this baby on. We're going to have to put something in here. Actually, I need a little bit more water. There we go. So to make a carpenter, or to make the beealyzer, I'm going to put all of this stuff in here. I think that's all of it. What you do is you make your pattern here, and you have to have everything in here. And I think, okay, this is the tree one. So the tin ingots are used for the beealyzer, but this is the treelyzer. We need one of these too, and it'll use 2 buckets of water. Then we'll be good to go. And while we're waiting, actually, we can put these guys into the centrifuge. Ready, set, ta-da! We have a treelyzer. So now we have to use the tin like such, and that'll make the beealyzer. So to give you a quick I put it in the wrong inventory. So give you a quick rundown how this works. You put your species in here, and you need a honey drop in here to analyze it. That's why, if I can go on the right machine, I'm putting the combs into the centrifuge here, because we need these honey drops. So, actually, I want it in this guy. And we'll clear out the carpenter here. Does it still think? No, it does say empty. Okay, that's done. So we'll shut that off. The rocky combs don't seem to give the honey drops, which is okay. It's coming down on biofuel. We're okay. So, the beealyzer. I want to know what the genetics are of this queen over here. This one specifically, because cultivated is a big deal. So, we put our honey drops in here. We put the princess here. And you'll see it's a cultivated meadows hybrid. Which means, because we don't have any cultivated drones, we have no way of getting rid of that. But what we could do, what about this meadows drone? Meadows marshy. Hmm. What I think I would like to do, and this is just a straight up marshy drone, I'm guessing. Oh, this is a marshy common. Okay, so I want to go over and I want to get a purebred Meadows bee. I don't have the infrastructure to support this cultivated. She's not purebred anyways. So let's grab this stack here. I think these are purebred Meadows. Yes. So what are these guys? Also purebred Meadows. So shorter, slowest, slower. Huh. I'm surprised they don't stack. Because they look like they're the same. Oh, what about these specs? No, that's the same. Possible produce. Possible mutations. I don't know. But anyways, we only need one of them. And we're going to put these drones in here. You'll notice these say unknown genome, so I can't check them. But these I can hold shift to look at them. Yeah, these actually have the traits of a marshy, and it actually says it's a Meadows marshy hybrid. Cultivated Meadows hybrid. Okay, so my goal is to breed. Actually, I want a second one. One of these guys. Because I'd like to take. I want to start out with purebred Meadows, basically. So we'll put the cultivated in, and I don't know what's going to happen here, but we'll start this up. She'll be a cultivated prince, cultivated queen, and we'll see what becomes of it. Now this is a marshy princess. It's a purebred marshy, which means she won't run without mushrooms. Let's check these guys too. A purebred marshy. And this is probably going to be a cross. A damp meadows. Yeah, hybrid. Well, in that case, let's put them back in. We have a purebred setup here, which is good. Because we'll get some more drones here. Let's see. They like dampness. She may not like it here, so we may have to change things. And she doesn't have mushrooms. So I'm going to have to get some mushrooms for her. In the meantime, let me take a peek at the trees here. I'm trying to see if I can pick out. Well, actually, they're not going to be working right now because it's at night, and the meadows bees do not work at night. Yeah, I'm not seeing any spots. So I will be back in a bit. Alright guys, I am back, and I was doing some wandering around here looking at the trees, and I want to see if you guys recognize this. If you look up at this tree, you see that leaf block right there. You see how it's different? It's actually got the jungle, I think it's similar to a jungle leaf block. And up above, see it goes from oak leaves to this forestry for Minecraft. That, my friends, is where a tree has been bred. I can't tell. They're so hard. Oh, there's another one right there. So it is happening. But here's the thing. You notice how hard it is to see them? There's another one there. I bet you I can make it a whole lot easier, because if I make something called spectacles, which are just that and a bronze ingot, I'm going to put that on, instead of, let's see how I look. Oh yeah, looking good. Now take a look at stuff up here. Pretty easy to see, right? So here's the thing. We've got 1, 2, 3, it looks like 4 of them already. That's pretty good here. Now you can't just break them like a regular leaf block. You actually need something called a grafter. They're easy to make. Let's see, I have 3 ingots there. So we'll take 6 sticks. And all you gotta do is, where are they? It's just bronze with 2 sticks like such. And I'm making 3 of them because they only last for about 4 or 5 hits and then they're dead. So now you break the leaf with this. Oh, I must, wait a second. How did I get 2 trees out of it? Well, that's kind of odd. So let's break all these out. Is that all of them? And they will continue to breed amongst the trees here. Okay, now you can see that they all went back inside. I'm taking combs out because I need some honey. Let's quick run them through. Yeah, you can see this one basically has no more life left in it. We need to run these guys through the centrifuge. Let's see. Got 1 honey drop in here. It's raining, lovely. So now we're going to use the treealizer instead. Now this is an important one right here. This is a silver lime, and it is a purebred. So that, my friends, is our very first crossbreed for our trees. Let's grab these guys. Let's throw this in here. I've got plenty of power here. I just don't like leaving it running, I guess, when, wow. When it's not being used. Let's throw these in here. The silver birch, as you can see, is a silver birch apple oak cross, so it's a hybrid tree. And this is a purebred common beech. How about that? So we actually did pretty good. And I'm getting achievements up there. And it is really, really loud. Let me turn sound way down. So how about, let's see, purebreds. And these are not a purebred. Oh, we missed one. That is also a cross. So that goes in our crosses chest. That's what we're working with here. So what is our goal, or what are we looking for when it comes to the wood? Well, the main one we want is rosewood first of all. And if you look at it here, the rosewood is, we can do it here, a myrtle ebony with a teak. And a myrtle ebony is a teak with a kapok. So what is a kapok? A jungle with a teak. So everything comes down to this teak, and a teak is a silver lime, which we just got in a jungle. So the next step is going to be to cross a silver lime with a jungle. However, in order to make the frames, if I look at here, an impregnated frame, right here, we need impregnated sticks. And we need to use that in a carpenter with seed oil. And the best way to get seed oil, I go in here. No, like this. In a squeezer here is to use things from extra trees, like hazelnuts or butternut, something like that. And a butternut tree, actually we want a common walnut. We need from a silver lime and a hill cherry. And a hill cherry is a silver lime with a silver birch. Not too hard to get. And so if we get the common walnut or common nut, whichever it is, we can then start putting that in the squeezer for our seed oil. So we're going to need the seed oil first, and then we're going to start pushing for that rosewood, because that is such a pretty wood, and it's a pretty tree. So that's my plan with this, guys. Let's check on our bees here. They're not working because, well, they don't work at night. The rocky ones do, and I have a feeling they probably... Ooh. Not in here. Yes, right. And as you can see, my frame is actually almost gone. This increases production. Okay, I have 7 purebred meadow drones and a princess. And what I'm actually going to do here is, this is purebred. I'm going to stick her in here with a drone and see how many of these drones I can pump out before she dies, because she's an ignoble stock. But I'd like to get some more forest drones. And this one, oh, this was our cross, wasn't it? She was the cultivated one. So the question is what is she now? We have a meadows, a meadows cultivated, and a meadows. Oh, it's got a little bit better trait for temperature. This one's got a humidity trait. So we are going to stick those two back in. We have this cultivated hybrid that we're not going to use at the moment. And we have our marshy queen here. And I had to get her going by putting a mushroom down here, because that's her flower. Just like the rocky bees here use stone, so that's why there's 2 stone blocks here. So with that, guys, we've got our pretty good first steps into bees, and you guys kind of know where I'm going to head with things. So most of this stuff now I'm going to do off camera, at least with the tree stuff, and I'll bring you guys back every now and then just to kind of show you the progress that I'm making. And when we start doing the bees, like starting to make some of the crosses, I'll show you what that's about. And let's see, cross. She is a purebred, pristine, and those guys are purebreds. Nope, they're all a little different, so I don't know why they're different, but for some reason they're a little bit different. Because we may want to get... let me grab one. These I've already done, so if I put these back in, pollination here, ooh, this is, yeah, slower. So if we can increase the pollination rate of some of the bees, which we do from breeding to other species of bees, then it will increase the rate that the trees pollinate, which is actually really cool that you can play around with that. So with that, guys, I'm gonna call it an episode here. As always, thank you for watching, and take care.